Lynchy, it was a tough couple of games at the weekend to start our season, but plenty positive to take for it.
Yeah. I'd say the games only did us good. Playing at a level that we're not used to playing and a speed we're not used to playing at against a team from a bigger, better league. I thought we equipped ourselves pretty well. When you look at the two games, I think at 4-2 at the end of the second period on Saturday night we were looking pretty good. Obviously, we didn't have a great third, but for 40 minutes we competed with them very well. And then on Sunday, we didn't have a great first period, but we actually tied the second and third periods 4-4. So, like I say, we can only take positives from the weekend. It was a great experience, and it was a great challenge for us, and one that we rose to. And like I say, it did ourselves pretty proud.
In that game on Saturday, you mentioned there the first two periods. I thought we competed really well. Obviously, we kind of tired a little bit maybe in the third bit. Do you think that surprised Solway a bit, that they didn't expect us to come out like that? Or?
I think we definitely, come the end of the second period, we'd definitely given them something to think about. They ultimately upped their game in the third to take care of it. But, I think at 4-2, I think, in the first and second period, I think the game was relatively even. We had a few shifts where, we were chasing our tails and chasing shadows a little bit, but we had some other shifts or spells in the game, especially in the second period, where at times we looked just as good as they did. And speaking to Martin Grubb and Jamie after both games, they were really complimentary of our team and the way we played and the challenge that we gave them. So yeah, like I say, it's all good.
And that's it. And we only had 4 sessions before the games.
Yeah.
So plenty of promising signs and to take into this weekend.
Yeah, well, we're a week or so behind them as far as pre-season goes, and obviously they had the 2 games against Glasgow as well, the weekend before that. So they were a little bit ahead of us, but we looked from our first outing of the year against bigger and better opposition. I thought we did really well.
And then that Sunday night, we travelled down to Dumfries, and it was probably a bit of a role reversal, wasn't it? Definitely the first period, a wee bit the second period. We started a wee bit slower, but we came strong in the third.
I actually thought we started pretty well. I thought the first sort of 5 or 6 minutes we were looking pretty decent, and we were skating well with them, and we were challenging them, and we were getting pucks deep and going after it and things like that. And then we lost a couple of power play goals pretty quickly, and that took the wind out of ourselves a little bit. So the second half of the first period, we were certainly chasing them all over the ice, but we regrouped, and like I say, the second and third period we gave a really good account of ourselves.
So overall, you just said it there, we gave a good account of ourselves the whole weekend. We face the Pirates this Saturday, and that will give us a little bit of a better idea of where we're at, won't it, with the level?
Yeah, of course. It's still pre-season. The most important things is getting our legs underneath us and getting time on ice so we're ready for the first league game next Sunday. But it'll give us a good idea. It's hard to gauge where some of the guys are playing against Solway, much like it was for Solway playing against Glasgow the week before. This weekend will give us a much better chance to see where guys are at from a fitness point of view and things like that.
So as we say, it's a Saturday home game against the Pirates. You'll get another couple of sessions this week to work on special teams. Are you looking forward to this one on Saturday?
Always, yeah, always. It's, you look at the crowd that we had on Saturday night here against Solway, we'd be looking for the same again. I believe this one's a season ticket game as well this Saturday, which usually suggests there's going to be a lot of people in the building. So, it should be good.
And you just mentioned there the crowd. It was a great crowd there on Saturday night. It was a lovely day outside as well. Maybe people possibly could have went other places, but it was great to see, encouraging for the first game. There was so many people here.
Yeah, it was. There was a really good crowd in here on Saturday night, and the management are doing everything they can to make the match night experience as good as it can be for everybody. The big screen that's up in the corner showing pictures and little video clips and things like that. The sort of pyrotechnic stuff when the guys came out on the ice. It's all adding to the experience of coming to watch a game of hockey here in Murrayfield. And the crowd were fantastic and as noisy as always. And I think they really appreciated the effort that the guys put in against a team like Solway at the weekend there.
Well, all the best for this Saturday, Lynchy, and we'll catch up next week.
Thank you.
Joe, it was a strange weekend for you playing with and against the Caps when in the Sharks games. First of all, how did you feel the Caps done in both of the games?
I thought we done really well. I think the Saturday there was times when you looked at us because we look like a great team, and then there's some times where that's our third time on the ice. Our fitness level's not going to be the best, but I think when we get our fitness levels fitness levels up, we'll be a hard team to beat.
And that's what you're saying. On Saturday night, there was times in that game, we were competing with them. And how encouraging is that so early in the season that you're playing against a team at that level and, you're...
It's good to see. We want to, again, we said at the start of the season we want to test ourselves against bigger teams. Solway is a big team to play against. They've got a load of really good players, so it's good to see what we're up against.
And you grabbed your first goal of the season on Saturday night. It was a nice pass for Rehards. How good is it to have him slotting in the blue line?
Good luck playing against him this season. He's a very good player. He's a good player to play with. Obviously playing against him against Whitley, he was very hard to play against. So no, he's a great player. And Sunday night down Dumfries, so you iced for the Sharks against the Caps. Was it a bit strange coming up against the boys? It was weird. I think in the warm up I had a look across and I seen Chad and Joe normally my line, and then lined up against them. I was like, this is a bit weird, but no, it was fun.
And what about on the ice? Were any of the boys chirping you out there?
Yep. Definitely.
So we came back strong in the final period on Sunday night. We grabbed a couple of power play goals, and if I'm sure, I think you gave away a penalty on Chad, and Chad went on and scored in the power play. I'm sure he must have told you about that.
It was his fat feet. He stepped on that. He stepped on my stick and tripped on purpose. So I'll be the judge to that, but the ref should have seen that.
So you've been doing pre-season with obviously us and the Sharks. How much you enjoyed your time down at the Sharks so far?
Yes, very good. I've settled in and I got welcomed very good by everyone. Everyone's really nice and sound to me. So, no, it's working hard in there and working hard up here. So it's good to see.
So this Saturday we have another exhibition game against the Pirates. It's always been good games against the Pirates, and they've kind of went back and forward through the couple of years that we've been playing them. How much will we be looking to set a marker on Saturday? Although it is a friendly, but you want to obviously set a marker early doors.
Yeah, they're a good team. They're a decent team to play against. They've got a good group of boys and they've played together for ages. They work hard, so we just got to, we said we want to be the hardest working team in the league. We've got to prove it early on. And
unfortunately for us, but you won't be here this Saturday. You're playing with the GB under-20s against the Sharks.
Right.
How much have you enjoyed being part of that GB under-20 team?
Yeah, it's been good. We were at Holland for 3 days, which was a really good opportunity for me and the rest of the guys. It was a good standard hockey, but no, I've been enjoying it so far.
And just personally, Joe, what's your aims for this season? I know you're on a two-way with the Sharks, but also know how much you love playing here in Edinburgh. So what's the aims for you?
Win the league here. Definitely. No matter how much points I get, no matter how much goals I get. Obviously, I want to progress as a player and crack the Sharks lineup, but I want to win the league here.
That's brilliant. Well, thanks very much, Joe, and all the best on Friday and Saturday,
Friday and Saturday.
All the
Thank
best
you.
for the
Cheers,
GB team. Cheers.